Alright y'all, welcome back to another video. Today I have an ice fruit PvP guide for y'all. I'll be going over everything you need to know about the fruit, PvP tips and tricks, and builds for this fruit. Alright y'all, let's get into it. Alright, so before we get started, let me do a quick run over of ice movesets. So this is its awakened movesets. Ice Z, Cold Storm. You summon a tornado which knocks the enemy back and stuns them temporarily. This move can sometimes break instinct. Next is the X move, Glacial Surge. You summon a Surge of Ice, which knocks the enemy back, and this move breaks instinct. Next is your C move, Frozen Dragon. You summon a dragon that does a loop, and then stuns the enemy. This move breaks instinct on direct contact. Next is Absolute Zero. You summon a huge AoE that stuns any enemy who touches it. And then your final move, Ice Skating. You pretty much just skate. Okay, so now let me tell you the pros and cons of ice fruit. So let's start with pros. Number 1, it's very easy to use. Number 2, it has a lot of stuns and AoE. 3, it has a lot of combo potential. And last, it is a very good fruit, whether you are a sword main or a fruit main. Alright, so for the cons, your V move has a super long cooldown, and if your opponent is air camping, you are practically useless. So now let's head into the builds. Before we head into the builds, here's what you will want to do. Unawaken your C move, and the reason for that is because Ice V has a super long end lag, and since Frozen Dragon has a loop, your opponents can easily just soar out of it, or they can just dash out of it. Really, let me show you guys the difference. It is way quicker. It does not have that little wind up that loops around. Iceberg will almost guarantee to always hit. There are 3 races that I will recommend. First is Shark for more defense, Cyborg so you have more tools to break observation, and Gold for faster cooldowns. So now that you've chosen your race, let's get into the fighting styles. For Ice, there are only 2 fighting styles that I'll recommend. The first one is God Human, and the second one is E-Claw. Now for your sword. If you choose God Human and you are a sword main, I'll recommend either Curse Katana, Saber, or Dark Dagger. Now if you have God Human and you are a fruit main, I'll recommend Spiky Trident only. If you are using E-Claw and you are a sword main, I'll recommend Curse Katana, Chuchipo Katana, Saber, Tushita, and Dark Blade. Now if you have E-Claw and is a fruit main, I'll recommend Spiky Trident and Yama. For accessories as a fruit main, I'll recommend going Swan Glasses. You pretty much get a buff on everything. And as a sword main, I will go Hunter Cape. Pale Scarf is never a bad choice. Your guns can either be Soul Guitar, Kabucha, Serpent Bow, or Ascendant Rifle. It is up to you. Now, let me show you some combos with God Human as a sword main, fruit main, and E-Claw as a sword main and a fruit main. Okay, so for the God Human fruit main, and now for the God Human sword combo. Usually you will be able to one-shot without the use of Glacial Surge like I just did, but then I do have fruit stats, so yeah. Alright, so before we start on E-Claw, this is what I want you guys to do. Unawaken your Z move. You guys might be confused as to why I changed it. Electric Claw has really bad air moves. If the enemies are air capping you and you have E-Claw on, you pretty much can't do anything about it. You are permanently on the ground and just waiting for your opportunity. And so that's why I take Unawaken Z, so you can actually have something to harass the enemies. Of course, there are times when the enemy's instincts is down and you can do something like this. And the reason why I don't use Unawaken Z with God Human is because God Human C already has very long range. It can retaliate and it can break instinct. Alright, so let me show you guys the combo real quick. E-Claw but as a sword main, and this time I actually have sword stats. Now with Tushita, which is probably the most fatherless build ever. I love this combo. Alright, so I almost forgot about this, but these are the pros and cons for God Human and E-Claw. So for God Human, very easy to use, very strong, For the cons, it's hard to get and moves are can-triggable. Now for E-Claw, pros, a lot of combo potential, very good combo starters, very fast combos, and also very strong. Cons, it is very weak in air, and it is pretty hard to land the C move. Alright, so for tips and tricks, most of them, if not all of them, are all about the ice fruit itself. So for my first tip is Glacial Surge. If I am not using it for a combo, I'll use it for spacing. So let's say that your V move is down, right, and your enemy is chasing you. Or if you're just about to die in general, right? You will use this move to create space. For me, I really like to hold this move and not use it at all for times like that. But then, if you are a fruit main, there will be times where you will just do this. For the next trick, I don't know if everybody knows about this, but then if you're on the sky and you use your Z move, it will always appear on the ground, which is something that you can use to your advantage. Let's say you're in the air, right, and the enemy does not see you, you can easily just stun them, right, and then get your combo off, you know? Or you can also just be in the air so that your enemies will misjudge where your ice will go. Okay, and so finally, for the most important tip of all, is actually landing your absolute zero. Now if you're against someone who likes to sky camp, it's impossible to land your V move. And especially if you don't have God Human, you have E-Claw, it'll make your time much harder. And so my tip is, bait them. Try to make them come down. And the best way to do that is just run away. Because an enemy in the air, he will never be faster than you if you're on the ground, you know, like using your teleport and stuff. He'll never be faster than you, especially if you have this up. Yeah, no, he's not catching you. And once your opponent is on the ground, you can just do something like something quick. You can just bring them inside the building, just somewhere tight where they can't really sky camp. And even if they try to stay up here, you know, they can't stay long, right? Because this building is small, right? You can hit them.
What the hell?
Oh my god, look, I'm still trying to do my outro. And here's the hacker. Wow, what the hell? Who is this guy? Blox Fruit what? Blox Fruit God? Is that what he is? Is that him? The hacker? Oh yeah, look at him. Y'all already know what I'm finna do. Bam. Alright y'all, and that is it for the video. Subscribe and like. Let me know if I missed something, and let me know if there's something that you did not understand, and I'll try my best to explain it to you in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, y'all.